Now we are going to speak to Lewis, a Manchester United fan. Lewis, are you feeling confident ahead of the game tomorrow?
Evening, Rory. Good to speak to you again, mate.
You too. How are you, Lewis?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. Right, so tomorrow, Rory, it's the English version of the El Clasico. The two most successful clubs in England facing each other off again. 67 trophies won by each club. Just had a little look at the stats there. And as you said, recent history, United haven't won there in the last 8 visits, only scored 1 goal in the last 8 years. So, there's only going to be one winner tomorrow, Rory. I mean, there'll be some United fans out there who will be optimistic, thinking, we might nick a win, but I don't think we've got
What are you thinking, Lewis, though?
What's your producer?
I
was just saying to your producer, Rory, 1 or 2-0 to Liverpool will be a surprise. I mean, I think we're there for the taking. 4 or 5-0 will be a more likely outcome for me. So I've got no hope tomorrow.
If that happens,
can't handle it, Rory. We saw it last year, 7-0.
If that does happen, if it goes that way, Lewis, if we end up talking about another historic result, another 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, if Liverpool end up doing that, totally dismantling Manchester United, what impact do you think that's going to have on Erik Ten Hag?
Well, it sounds like he's going to get sacked soon, doesn't it? If you go and buy the reports and the rumours. 4-5-0. Could be worse. I mean, last year shouldn't have been 7. I mean, De Gea should have saved at least 3 or 4, stopped 3 or 4 of those going in. He had an absolute shocker, the keeper. But it was 7. Look, you never know. If they get an early goal, Liverpool, or with their 2-0 after 10 minutes, our heads will drop. It could be another 6-7. It really could be. And they've beaten us 4-0, 5-0. 4-1, 7-0 in the last couple of seasons. So, it's not looking good. I'm dreading it. I'm absolutely dreading it. It's not what Ten Hag wants. I think most of the players would probably be dreading it. Fernandes being out of the game is a shocker for me. He knew he was 1 booking away from a suspension, and he got that yellow card in the last minute against Bournemouth, and we're 3-0 down for dissent. I mean, it was embarrassing. If you're the captain, you don't get suspended for this game. We needed him to play. But no, I'm dreading it, mate. Absolutely. Ten Hag for me. I said to you last month. When we spoke last month, Roy, United were the informed team in England. Apparently,
very misleading that though, wasn't it? When you looked at the teams they've beaten, very misleading.
Sorry, I said to you, and every other time I called up talkSPORT, it meant nothing.
Yeah.
We played all the bottom teams in the relegation zone, and we only beaten by 1-goal margins.
Yes.
It's not like we played well or thrashed them. That meant nothing. We lose tomorrow, we're going to be potentially 9th in the league. And we would have lost 3 of our last 5 league games. So,
and since we last spoke, you obviously dropped out of Europe altogether.
Exactly, you throw that in the mix. So
there we go.
That was a false stat, and where we are really in the league is still a false position. We should be 3 or 4 places lower in the league. Some of those wins we've had this season have been so jammy, we undeserved. But United will eventually. You can't keep getting away with it, Rory. We will slide down the table. So as I said, tomorrow night, if West Ham win and Brighton, we will be 9th.
There we go, Lewis.
Your boys will catch us up as well. You're only going to be a couple of points behind us. But next weekend potentially you could be more or less level with us. So United, it's all over for Ten Hag. I think he'll get the sack. I reckon. We need a massive clear out in January and then the summer, and start again with a new manager and some fresh players coming in, because we're a mess. And out of Europe, it's embarrassing. That was a sackable offence as well, just getting knocked out of finishing bottom of the group.
Yeah, no, it's not good enough.